Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Erroneous Opinions Podcast. My name is Kevin Owens, your host, and with me as always,
Sam Doreen
and Jonathan Winter.
Gentlemen, how the hell are you?
Excellent. How are you doing?
Doing all right. Got a bit of a late start. Had some audio issues, but it wouldn't be our show if we didn't have something new fucked up going on every day.
Almost every time we get here, there's something wrong with us trying to get... We get here at 10 o'clock, we don't start till 10:30 because there's always something technologically wrong.
And I'm always changing something. Introduced some new elements for us last week, and that worked out. But had some lag to it, so moved my computer over, got it hooked up to the TV to make it a little more interesting, a little easier to read for us, and you can't get the fucking recorder to work.
Yeah. No matter what, it's.
One of these days we'll learn what the fuck we're actually doing and stop shooting from the hip.
Makes for a pleasurable experience, though, I think.
But not today.
No.
Today ain't your day.
I almost started smoking. I was like, fuck it.
Jonathan, how was your week?
It was all right.
Yeah?
About an average week, Got work in. It's Friday, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the in-laws coming in next week, so
Sorry.
got a lot of whole deep house cleaning. You know, shit that doesn't need to be cleaned.
I love that. I love when you get tasked with bullshit like that. Because we have every other Friday off, and I always get tasked with some shit. Like, oh, before you go out to Kevin's to do the podcast, can you clean the whole house? And,
you got the honey-do list?
Yeah, dude. Oh, man, it's a honey-do list for sure.
What was on your list today?
Just cleaning and then having to take care of drop the baby off and take care of the dog. And
was that your honey-do list going off?
That's it. Yeah, that's what it was.
Reminder.
Yeah, reminder. I had to cut the grass, chop some wood, change the tires.
Manly shit.
Nice. I got
vacuum, dust, that kind of man shit.
Right? You got a little duster apron for you?
Yeah.
I want to see Sam floating around the house in a little French maid outfit.
I do it every time I clean.
Now, are you a standard feather duster or a Swiffer guy? What do you got?
Standard feather.
Yeah?
It goes with the costume better.
Yeah.
I'm all about theatrics, man.
Ostrich feather? Right? Something a little hoity-toity. You have to.
Dude.
Why the fuck wouldn't you use ostrich feathers? I don't
what do you
understand
use?
that.
Peacock feather?
Bald eagle.
Bald eagle feather.
America. Yeah, my wife's all stressing out about her parents coming in, all the deep cleaning. She's like, I don't know when we're going to get all this shit done. And I was like, oh, well, don't worry. I'll do all the errands, and you and my daughter can stay home and clean.
See, dude, I don't mind that. It's like, yeah, you want me to I'll run to the store, I'll do that shit. Just hang out, with the baby. And, she's a good baby. She's actually really good. And she, doesn't, I guess for a 5-month-old baby, she doesn't cry a whole lot. She's pretty easygoing, and it's nice, But when she gets pissed off, holy fuck.
I love in Jonathan's case, it's families coming out. These are the people that love you unconditionally, whatever it happens to be. We love you for you. You're good to our daughter, or she's good to you, whatever it is. But it's like, these are the people we try to impress the most. Fuck, families coming out clean.
I know.
Yeah.
Where your friends are like, she's gonna blab on Facebook, she's gonna Twitter. I got a fucking piss and shit ring around my toilet. Like, your friends are gonna be heady about it. I'd like to think your parents cut you a pass.
You always put on this facade for your family.
Yeah.
You have to. Like anytime we have my in-laws over for dinner or something like that, it's like it's usually the last second thing when we plan this dinner. They live in town, so it's easy, but fucking mad dash to clean the shit, get all the shit off the table because we're not very good about that, and pick up the 15 items that are on the stairs on the way up because we're too lazy to bend over and pick them up and walk up the stairs and put them where they're supposed to be, you know what I'm talking about, so.
Yeah, I always have to put on the facade when we go over to the grandparents for holidays. It's like, don't talk about religion, politics, just be like, yes, Grandpa, that was an incredibly racist thing you just said. and I completely 100% agree while I'm in your house. And eating your food.
It's always Grandpa that's the racist one, Normally it's like, it's Uncle Bob or something. Uncle Bob tends to be the drunk, whoever it is, know. But Grandpa's always the one that's like, I got a joke for you. Yeah. Don't tell your mother.
I think my dad's way more racist than more.
Keep
things separated.
Listen,
racist.
Your dad is the patron saint of this show so far.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Your dad can't be racist. That'd make him too awesome.
I'd make him.
It can't possibly be that way.
Fucking awesome. Overload over here.
Yeah, but I love when you're ever moving, do you ever have to do like the extra cleaning? You're like, we've lived here for 5 years. Like they have to replace the carpet anyways. Why aren't we doing a triple fucking deep cleaning? Like the concrete's clean under this shit.
Well, you guys, they're lucky if I put toothpaste in my pinholes on the wall. You know, fuck pudding. I'm not going to grab spackle.
Dude, I'm pretty much the same way. Like, we moved out of we've gotten our full deposit back last 2 times we moved. And it was only a year, so how much can you really fuck up in a year? A lot, if you think about it. But, I mean, just with a vacuum, didn't shampoo shit, you know, didn't even patch anything. At my old place, we put the TV in the wall, so you get those big, like, you know, half-inch fucking holes in the drywall. Just left them like that, man.
Where it looks like someone was fucking the wall. The holes are so big.
Yeah, or small in my case, kind of skinny. But so we just left the shit and fucking they gave us our full deposit back. So
because it was a year paint. They have to repaint after a year when you move out. So if you have little scuffs, a little dirty, whatnot, 5 years if you're at a place, carpets.
Now this is an apartment or is this like
apartments?
Like a rent? Like for instance, I rent from a person. I have a single landlord. I refuse to do the apartment thing because I hate the whole 90-page lease agreement thing.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, is it the same?
It's the same.
It's just the
like
same.
California rent.
As long as they rent it out, they have to paint after when you move out, not while you're.
Yeah, I mean, if it's still good, they can avoid it. But if you leave some little bit of scuffs on the wall,
it's their
just little blemishes, and you've been there over a year, you're good.
It's their thing to take care of.
Yeah.
Good to know.
All right, so yeah, I mean, fucking, I don't know, dude. I find talking, like, I make friends with my managers.
Yeah.
So regardless of what the house looks like, I'm in that friendly conversing, like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, fucking random news story, funny joke, whatever. And I always tend to talk to them, like, don't look at that fucking area. I know that wall's trashed.
Oh yeah.
But let's move you away from that. Like, I didn't dust the ceiling fan, so let's not look up there. Hey, did you see that plane fly by outside? Like, I distraction.
Distract the whole time.
Once the paperwork's signed.
Then you're like, your house is fucked up, dude. Peace out. Sorry.
We did a walkthrough. We're good.
Now back to family and shit. Any of you guys like, big family birthday parties, celebrations, anything like that when you were younger or presently with your child? Yours is relatively young, but Jonathan, your daughter's older, so I'm sure you threw some birthday parties and stuff. Anything like that?
Well, with my daughter, no. She's been pretty laid back. Like, even when she was younger, like 7 and 8, she would be like, oh, for my birthday, can we just all go and see Wicked? Or can we go to Build-A-Bear and go eat at this special place? So for her...
That's pretty laid back.
Her birthday was always more something with just her, me and her mom, just doing something special as a family. We throw a birthday party every now and then. But when I was a kid, we threw massive birthday parties. And because in December, we have my birthday, which is the 25th. We have my mom's, which is the 18th. My brother's is the 7th, and my wife is the 3rd. So we have 4 birthdays in December and Christmas, which I guess my wife says isn't relevant for when I was a kid because I didn't know her yet. But my brother and I would always have to have joint birthday parties because we were so close together, and none of my friends liked me enough to show up on Christmas.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
I don't even think my wife likes me enough to show up on Christmas.
Shitty.
If I'm like, you can go to Christmas or you can come to my birthday.
That's one of like the shittiest times to like I got a second cousin, I guess, who's born on the 24th. Like, what a shitty. That's Jesus' time to be born. You can't be born on the 25th.
I feel like no one should be born those days.
Except for Jesus.
Well, but even still, like that's apparently not when he was born.
Jesus wasn't even born in that. He was born in the summer sometime.
What?
Yeah, Christmas is a
Jesus
pagan
is white.
holiday.
Jesus is the white man from the Middle East.
No, he's a
born
very dark-skinned man.
On December 25th.
No, somewhere in like June or July.
He died and rose from the dead 3 days later.
They lost his body.
And started eating brains.
I agree with that.
So besides Jesus eating brains, for our listeners, contrary to popular belief, the folks here at Erroneous Opinion actually are family people. We talk about dicks, and we talk about rapes and prison rapes and other bullshit, but
yeah, we're family.
We have a soul inside of us.
That derailed the segue.
There you have it.
We're family men. Let's get into something.
Looks like Sam just took Jonathan's job.
There you go.
Okay, so no big birthday parties, no Chuck E. Cheese, nothing like that.
When I was a kid, Chuck E. Cheese. My brother and I would have joint birthday parties. My brother would have all of his friends at one table. They'd bring him gifts. All my friends would be at the other. And when I was a kid, we'd have Chuck E. Cheese birthday parties all the fucking time.
Now, have your parents ever been engaged in a 5-person beat-down brawl while your birthday party's going on?
For legal reasons, no.
So apparently here it looks like, and this is coming from the Huffington Post, police in Ohio said they are closer to finding a group of adults who assaulted employees at a Chuck E. Cheese after a photo booth malfunctioned.
Holy shit. Dude, see, so
That's a hot item.
my favorite thing about it is that they're closer to finding a group. Like, how do they... Like, they weren't just, like, instantly called and showed up to fucking arrest these guys that were brawling? I mean, how they're out, like, at large?
Well, you know, there's at least 20 people standing around, you know, World Star. They got their phones out, they're recording. This shit's being uploaded right now. So there's plenty of video. You know, if the cops had 2 minutes, Chuck E. Cheese beat down. Oh, fuck.
There it is. There they are. There. Okay, that's easy. Holy shit.
So now, do we have any, I hate to do this, and you know, I try to steer clear of stereotypes and, well, who the fuck am I kidding?
Black.
Do we have any guesses? I mean, this isn't what white folks do at Chuck E. Cheese.
We talked about, last week we talked about the white versus black versus Mexican.
Right. You know, black dudes wouldn't be caught fucking a horse.
Exactly.
They wouldn't build a meth lab and travel around in a fucking trailer.
Just like white guys wouldn't be caught then brawling the Chuck E. Cheese employees because of a photo booth malfunction.
No, much more highbrow and higher moral character. We assault refs and other soccer coaches, trip little kids on the field.
Exactly.
Yeah. So any guesses as to, okay, so we know we've got a group of individuals. We know we've got some Chuck E. Cheese employees, plural. So group on group violence, right?
Gangland.
Do we, aside from the photo booth malfunctioning, do we know what sparked off? What do you guys think happened to cause a full on fucking brawl?
Other than the photo booth?
Yeah, what could have happened?
Okay, so I didn't read the article, so I'm going out here pretty much blind to this whole thing.
Just guessing.
So I would guess Shantae and her mom were trying to take a picture in the photo booth. And, Shantae's not...
Shantae was the daughter.
LaQuisha? Anyway, trying to take a photo, and the thing doesn't work, so Shantae's mom, of course, gets very upset at this, and instead of just going, excuse me, the photo booth didn't work, could I have my money back, or is there anything you can do to, kind of remedy this thing? They said, I tried to take a picture of my fucking Shantae, and, of course, that leads into, well, now...
How did Chuck E. Cheese accept EBT, but your photo booth does not accept EBT?
It's an EBT thing as it starts a whole fight. Holy shit, man. No, yeah, dude, I could just imagine. The woman is probably large, right? I haven't seen the video or anything. Is she a large woman? Large black woman?
You don't... There's a lot of people in the video. It's hard to...
Stinking of chicken? To
distinguish who's who. I mean, you can tell there's one gentleman that, he's definitely an assailant, but I don't know. There's too many people in the video.
Really?
Jonathan, any guesses as to what sparked it off?
I think you have one large individual, probably with their kid, in the booth, and they're taking the photos, and like one comes out and then it starts not working properly, malfunctioning, and so you get that person is probably in there getting frustrated, like, oh, why isn't it, my EBT card working? I'm trying to keep it gender and cultural neutral.
Oh,
we appreciate that.
Yeah, just a little bit, and then we'll get racist. And I think I think a kid started it. I think like the photos out there, you have this individual sweating like sausage grease sweat, getting frustrated, like it's not taking the card, and they're not realizing it's backwards or some shit. And some little kid's like, "Mama, why is that individual so fat?" And then the parents go at it. Just.
All right, so we got large individual. That's what both you guys are going with.
He went with black. I went with fat.
Okay. Now, you said large black woman.
Large.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So could it be akin to, much like airplane seats? You're too big for that one seat. You have to pay for two. Like you're too fat for the one picture.
Like it keeps,
I think the person
keeps cutting off her left cheek.
I think it just wasn't printing. The lady got upset, went to the Chuck E. Cheese person. Chuck E. Cheese person said, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Here's your money back. She said, no, fuck that. I want my pictures. He said, lady, it's broken. I don't want you to do. All right, well, fuck you. And she walks over and gets Jamal, and Jamal comes up. He's got probably a fucking tattoo of a tear underneath his eye.
A raindrop.
A raindrop.
A rain cloud.
A rain cloud.
So many people
pouring on his fucking... And he said, hey, man, you're talking my wife all wrong. It's the wrong tone.
Well, let's venture down and see. So apparently... mother and child went to the manager to complain about the broken photo booth machine, and when the manager told her he would be with her shortly, the woman's boyfriend continued the work, confronted the worker, and he said, I don't like the way you're talking to my girlfriend. Then the man just attacked the manager without provocations, and that's all it took. Like, I'll be with you in a minute.
I'm
no,
sorry,
motherfucker. No, you talk to my motherfucking wife right now. She's standing right there. What the fuck? The fuck?
That sounds...
I was just about to drop the N-word, but I personally don't have my card on me, so I'm
don't do that. We don't want that.
But,
I don't know, man.
So from there,
I just don't get it. It's like, dude...
The perpetrator, hold on, let's finish out the story. So the perpetrator headbutted the manager, who attempted to escape to the back of the kitchen. That's when at least 5 other partygoers got involved. Assaulting employees and others in the group stood by, chanting and inciting. Gotta, yeah.
Wow, that's incredibly racist. Dude, that's how it goes, though.
I thought we were going to get a little African chant going.
Oh, man, look at this, though. A 16-year-old girl who called 911 had her phone taken from her before being knocked unconscious by one of the assailants.
Grown fucking adults.
Bitches get stitches.
Snitches get stitches on top of that.
Holy shit.
A total of 6 employees hurt in the attack, with 2 of the employees suffering serious injuries.
All because of a photo booth not working and the manager apparently talking to the girlfriend the wrong way.
In a professional manner.
Yeah.
I
don't like how you say sorry, excuse me.
Hold on. Yeah, Sam, come up to me and ask me that, to fix the photo booth, and I will talk to you in how the manager responded, and tell me you wouldn't get pissed off at this. So,
the photo booth is broken.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am. I will check on it shortly. Let me finish one
No,
thing.
fuck that. You'll do it now. Fuck that. Hey, Riley, bring your ass over here and fuck this dude up.
Sir, I'm going to get to the photo booth in just 1 minute. Let me finish one thing.
Okay, thank you. I'll wait over here. Is that how?
It's because you're white.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
You couldn't
be
get mad?
upset at that.
I was trying to be very offensive.
It sounded like it.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
You guys just fucking keep talking, dude.
Dude, you're always doing shit.
I'm the
You whacking your putt or something?
Holy shit. Kevin's over here. We're trying to talk, and Kevin's just beating his fucking meat off.
All right, well, we were going to try and get the 911 call planned, but apparently these guys don't want me to do any kind of fucking producer work.
I just wanted to be set up prior to...
Yeah,
That's not going to happen. I mean, you guys do...
Let's roll with the phone call, and we can see if we can actually hear the kid get punched in the face.
You guys do drive quite a ways to get out here, so the least I could do is fucking have it all ready to go.
Holy shit.
Kevin, listen. Sam and I do absolutely nothing before coming here, and we demand that you have everything ready.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. Understand your place. There he is, typing, not doing anything. It's the triangle. You push on the fucking triangle. That's it.
Fuck it, dude. I'm not even going to try to get this fucking phone call going.
Well,
but,
good. I'm glad you wasted valuable, precious time sitting over there not talking to us and trying to figure that stuff out so we could...
Well, after all, I was stroking it a little bit, but apparently, all these folks are on camera and shit, and they still somehow got away, But they were dumb enough to leave their credit card, so they verified that the person's name was.
So how are they still at large?
I don't know.
We have his name, but I don't know how we're going to find him.
I think they were black ninjas.
Yeah, they could have been.
Not even, because ninjas traditionally dress in black.
Not the garb. You're talking about the skin color. Gotcha. Yeah.
That's
they still have slanty eyes.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Motherfucker, you see how much weed I smoke?
Shit.
Look at this shit.
My eyes Chinese.
God damn it. All right. So yeah, from Chuck E. Cheese, I mean...
Beat down. Chuck E. Cheese brawl.
Vicious attacks.
But I like how, like on the call, I listened to it a bit, that the whole party, all the black patron party goers just started attacking not only the manager, but all employees. Like their gang instincts took over.
Well, when you get into a blind rage, you just swing at anything that moves.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Their gang instincts. It's like, oh, Chuck E. Cheese. Everyone in red shirts is the other gang. Get him.
Good thing Chucky wasn't there.
Oh, dude, that mouse would have been fucking kung fu fighting all over the place.
You think so?
I
jumping off the walls and stuff.
I believe so. So from Chuck E. Cheese, let's go to McDonald's.
Okay.
Another brawl.
Which seems to be the place to get into fights these days is at fast food joints.
I don't know what it is. Like, is it the dollar menu?
That
Bringing
could be.
in the poor, the unfortunate. And
I don't know if I'd go poor. I enjoy the dollar menu. I like McDonald's.
Well, so do I.
Big Mac is the greatest sandwich ever made.
So when you guys aren't pissed off, you don't just like first thing that pops in your mind. Like,
go to
let's go to
McDonald's,
McDonald's and start a fight.
No. Funny story about that though.
It's the new Fight Club.
I was down in holy shit, man! These girls are going at it. You should see this. Wow, they are. Wow. We're gonna have to put this link up there because there's
first off, I mean,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on one. Just grabbing and racking her. Oh man,
Is this a McDonald's or a Jay-Z concert? There's a fucking
I love
lot of
that.
people there.
Oh Jesus, I love that nobody's breaking this fight up. Like there's these 6 girls are just beating the shit out of this other girl.
no, I mean, every bystander there's got their cell phone out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
So, side note to this whole thing, I was at McDonald's one time down in Pacific Beach. We were out drinking, and this dude comes up and puts his finger in my ice cream sundae, and he goes, "This is mine now." And we were kind of looking like, "What the fuck, dude? What is this guy doing?" And you know, I stand up, and my buddies stand up with me, and we're yelling at this guy to get the fuck out of here. And then all of a sudden, we look over, and the manager's already got the cops on the phone. We're like, all right, we're not gonna jump. So nothing happened because fill in the blank, you guys. A fight didn't break out after the ice cream was taken because
It was
You listened to the manager?
a Shamrock Shake, and no one likes those fucking things.
no, yes, but no,
Are you going? Is the answer what is white?
yes.
Do I get 200 points?
Because I had the capacity of abstract thought, and I was upset, but I didn't want to.
I mean, it wasn't
Why would you fight in McDonald's?
your only ice cream opportunity of the day, right? I'm sure the manager's going to kick you another freebie if you just say, you know what, that was kind
This
of rude,
fucking drunk
that's uncalled
asshole.
for. Like, you
Hook
saw
it
it
up,
happen,
man.
you know.
$1, hook it up. Yeah, I don't know.
But we're going to take, you know, again, when I see these videos,
Holy
and
shit,
and
dude.
there's
It's still going.
Man, these girls are just stomping her now. She's on the ground. They're pulling her hands away and to her face so they can stomp her in the face.
to me, it's bullshit. Like, I love watching fight videos, you know, and
Especially chick fights.
oh my god, those are vicious.
Dude, they're the fuck.
But I don't understand the gang mentality of everybody's got to get involved. Like, what happened to just the honor of like, look, dude, I'm going to square off with you.
Yeah.
Big, small, whatever.
Let's go outside and hash it out, you and me.
As every boxer can attest to, every fighter, professional fighter can attest to, like, you know, and as much as they talk shit during press conferences, someday it may not be your day. Sam, I may fight you and win. And we get to
You
a fight
probably would.
again.
I've only been in one fight. Two
And
fights.
you win the second fight. Like, who's the better person? You know, that day just happened to be
Your
day, you know? I don't get this, like, 8 people on one guy. Like, if you've got 8 friends looking to beat, you know, Joe's ass over here, well, you do like they do in the movies and everything. You send your biggest fucking guy out there. And
Yeah.
you squash Joe with your biggest guy. What it says to me is you guys are a bunch of fucking pussies, and this one person here has got 5 of you scared, 8 of you scared. Like, are you that threatened by this one person? They're like, fuck it, dude, we got to bring the whole army.
Yeah,
You know, fucking send them all in.
People are inherently cowards.
I don't get it, and I think part of it has to do with this instant gratification of, like, I want my video to hit 2 million views. Even though everybody in that fucking crowd, they're all uploading that same fucking video within 30 seconds of that thing, you know, coming to an end. So you ain't the only one with the video. Someone's got a better fucking angle. Like, how about people just show some fucking humanity for once
And break it up?
Stop it.
Yeah.
You know, all you fucking idiots that are sitting there standing around. What happens when that person dies, that woman dies, that man dies?
Yeah. That gets
And you're just
fucked
like,
up.
well, fuck, dude. Do you even? I mean, I couldn't even give you enough credit to feel remorseful. Like, gee, what if maybe I should have stopped it? Because you didn't fucking stop it to begin with. You didn't care then, and I highly doubt that you're gonna care later on. You're not gonna lose fucking sleep over it. You know, and that's not a white or black thing. I mean, I've seen it across the board, but the majority, black people are involved. Whether it's parking lot brawls, concert fucking brawls in McDonald's, Jack. Like, when has it become not safe to hang out on a McDonald's playground? You know, like,
when you're living in Brooklyn.
or you're 36.
Yeah, yeah, that's with a mustache. That's just questionable. That's not unsafe.
I don't fucking get it, you know. I've been in a few scraps, you know, on my own. I've made some bad decisions, but was it the cell phones that stopped 8 people from jumping in that fight? I mean, it was just me and another dude, and we just squared off and, did our thing. And I'm the type that the fight's the fight. It's over. Aggression's done. Like, I will help you up. You okay? Like, did I hurt you?
Probably. You punch him in the face.
Because I do kind of want the affirmation that, dude, you fucking hit really hard, so I can go back and tell my buddies, that bitch told me he hit super hard. But I don't get this gang mentality. And I heard it last week where this mom, and I think she was affiliated with some church, but, she blamed it on all of this violence, this rape culture. Everything is because of pornography. And I say, no, it's not pornography. Everything comes back to fucking parenting. Plain and simple. End of the fucking day is, where is your mom and dad? I support smacking a kid in the fucking mouth. I do. You pop off at me, you're going to get a little taste. And you're not going to fucking pop off again. Because if you pop off to me, you're going to pop off to some asshole on the fucking street. And you and your buddies are going to get into a nice brawl. Or maybe that motherfucker just pulls a gun. Maybe his 8 friends kick the shit out of you. You're fucking dead. All because mom didn't discipline you. Dad didn't discipline you.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't blame it on pornography or even the media or anything like that.
I don't blame anything on pornography.
Actually, I think it's the reverse. If you look, where's the most savage, brutal, violent places on earth? Deep in the African jungles, deep in the Middle East, where 1, they either don't get pornography, or 2, they've outlawed it. So what do? They get together, they rape people, they chop off heads, they bust statues. Yeah,
they bust statues.
Oh, the ice is just...
No, I know, it's funny you just brought it. They rape people, they kill people, they break statues. It's funny. No, I don't blame it on... I don't know what it is, man. I wouldn't call it cell phones. I think it's just... And I've been in 2 fights. I got punched in the face both times, and it gets broken up right after that. So I've been on the unlucky side of that. But I think it's just because I don't know, man.
But you haven't lost.
It's different. I would call it a loss.
I wouldn't.
Everyone knew you were the bigger threat.
With the marks.
Yeah, but you took that punch. You didn't go down. You didn't go out.
Well,
that's not a loss.
Thanks
dude.
for pep talking. That's how I lost.
Don't lead with the head next time.
Exactly. Stick your chin out there like Floyd.
I remember it was junior high, and I got in a beef with a group of guys, and we used to just box for fun in their living room. And for some reason, I don't know, maybe I was just really douchey. They didn't like me. But all of a sudden, we were friends one moment, and then the group didn't like me. So they got one of their older brothers that was in high school at the time. And this was New Mexico, so high school was 10 to 12th grade. Junior high was up to 9th. And I'm walking this girl home, and I see one of their brothers. I've seen him before, but I never talked to him or anything. And he's approaching me, and I just get a weird vibe because I look back, and there's all the dudes that don't like me anymore. Like, a couple blocks down the street. I'm like, something's going to happen. So I'm walking this chick home, and he walks towards me and approaches me from my right-hand side. And then I see him just cock back and go to throw a punch. Since I expected it, I looked a lot more badass than I actually was. I was just expecting something to happen. So he throws this punch, and it connects, but I roll with it, so little happens. But my hat flies off, and I catch it before it hits the ground. And just reflexes, I put my hat back on, and I look at him, and he's all, what? Like backing down the street, and just leaves.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Punches you one time and then fucking...
Apparently my reflexes, he punches me, I catch my hat before it hits the ground, put it back on my head, and then just square off with him, and he's like, oh, fuck, this dude. I just cold-cocked the dude. He caught his hat before it hit the ground and turned on me.
Well, and there's something to be said about that. I've been in few fights in my adult life because I'd like to think I've gotten smarter. And again, you don't know who that other person is these days. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy out there. People getting shot, stabbed for the dumbest of fucking things. But I'll tell you what, you take someone's best shot and you don't even get to swing, but you take everything they got and you're standing, they will go away.
Oh yeah,
it's
demoralizing.
My one of the times I got my eye split open was about 8th grade. This cat Jeremiah, he stood probably, he was a tall boy, 6'3", 6'4", in like 8th grade, dude. Guy was tall. Wasn't lanky, wasn't string beanie. I mean, he had veins popping out of his forearms. There goes my mic. But just huge forearms. And I've always been relatively the same size, and he came down and just popped me. And I'm not going to lie, dude. Like, up until that point, next to my dad, I ain't never been hit that hard in my fucking life. Went black, saw stars, but when everything came back, I was still on my feet, blood dripping down the face, literally saw red and was like, now it's my turn. And I went to go swing, and he bolted through the crowd of people and ran straight to security and went to the fucking principal's office, dude. And it was like, you fucking bitch, dude.
Yeah,
you bitch.
Yeah, there's something about taking someone's best shot.
But just taking his shot, like all of a sudden it spread like wildfire. Like, oh my God, Kevin's a fucking beast, dude. And I'm like, all right, I didn't have to fight him. Like, I'll take the free street cred, dude.
Yeah, I never had to fight anyone in my junior high career after that. Like, because this high schooler comes up to me, just decks me. And I think I was accidentally badass. It just is an amalgamation of just all these events that I expected it. I got to roll with the punch a little bit. I wasn't quick enough to actually dodge it fully, but I, rolled away from the punch. And I just stopped and I caught my hat. And then I just slowly put it on my head and turned around like half.
Then you pulled your 44 Magnum and said, "You feeling lucky, punk?"
I wish.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in the same boat, whether you were legitimately a badass or you stumbled into it by accident.
Oh, it's totally
now
accident.
you got people gunning for you. You know what I mean? Like that, and that's that. I don't know how it worked in fucking high school and junior high, and it was it was the most amazing thing. But literally, you get Jonathan come up and I'm gonna fucking fight you, and you turn around and everybody's there already. You know what I mean? Like that crowd of people instantaneously just showed up, and it's like, fuck, I guess I have to fight now.
Yeah.
I don't want to, and I was always, I'd try to walk away. Deep down inside, I want to walk away. I do. But I don't like being touched. I do not like being touched by it. And I'll give you a pass, because it's always, to push you, push me. Push you, push me.
I was just reaching out to touch you.
Okay.
Jesus. Got awkward for a second.
But it is, and it's like, back then I had a 3-strike rule. Now that shit doesn't apply, dude. Like, you touch me and I'm swinging. Because again, I don't know what you have, I don't know where your friends are. I don't need them jumping out of the car and all of a sudden my fucking head's being caved in on the sidewalk. But don't touch me. Because once I do end up fighting, I will not stop until you're down. I will not stop until you're out. And then after that, I got to help you up. Because now I'm remorseful. Like, holy shit, I just beat that guy's ass. I didn't want to do that, but you forced my hand.
Not unlike Happy Gilmore.
Against Bob Barker?
No,
okay.
when he hits the kid on the head.
I'm like, I don't beat up
hammer.
old men, dude.
Well, why not? It's easy. You're gonna win against an old guy.
Confidence boost.
Yeah. So when you start fucking fat chicks, get your confidence up.
But I mean, have you guys ever been involved in a brawl like that? I mean, obviously, no.
Usually, except for the one I saw with the two chicks going at it. But other than that, it's like because we were all like standing around and I was screaming "fuck her up," because I was kind of into watching it. I wanted to see some fucking. When chicks fight, it's funny because you're like, haha, because there's girls are generally a delicate kind of flowers, and they're throwing blows and just like left hooks. You're like, fuck yeah,
Oh yeah, and there's balls of hair, not weaves.
Weaves flying.
Not weaves, but hair.
Actual hair.
Chunks of hair on.
A titty
on the
flies
ground
out. People get pumped at watching.
That was
that's why they
that is a
involved.
Foley,
They're waiting
man.
for the titty.
Yeah,
that is the last
Maybe
last
that's
chick
why.
fight I saw at a bar.
That's why they were all standing around. They were waiting for that titty to pop out.
Well, she was full on, in her bra, but she's underage, so I don't condone that. But the last barroom brawl I saw between two chicks, everybody went to go break it up, and I was lucky enough to be in the front row with my gin and tonic, and I said, "Wait, titty's coming," because you could tell the type of shirt that they were wearing, tit was coming, and it was like literally 3, 2, 1, not 1, not 2. But all 4 titties popped out.
4 titties.
It was just like
flopping around. And the
told
whole
you.
crowd goes, yeah! Titties!
Now
man.
you stop it. So when they stand up, now you got full on titty all the way out the bar. Like,
Yeah.
you increase that risk or that reward.
Reward, yeah, not a risk.
I had a perfect joke for that too, and I was hoping you'd stop at 3 titties because then I'd be like the titty trifecta. But you went to 4 and just ruined it.
So, I mean, I'm tired of this gangland style mentality, man. Just parents, do your fucking job, dude. It's not guns. It's not, it's partly the media. It's not the video games. Just do your fucking job as a parent and raise some fucking decent kids. And pray to God that they do okay because you did the best you can. Stop locking them in a room. Stop getting them fucking cable. Smack their fucking phone out of their hands. Stop getting them smartphones. Give them flip phones.
Yeah. What do they need a smartphone for?
They don't need shit. They don't need shit. Let them experience the joys of T9 texting again.
Yeah.
I miss it to a degree because I could text in my pocket and shit.
Like AAA, BBB.
Yeah, you knew what letter you were at. But just fucking be a good parent, man, and this shit will stop happening. It's nothing else but your fault.
Yeah, you don't need a smartphone if you're still a dumbass.
Words by Jonathan Winter. Right there, you have it.
So let's go from mob mentalities of beating up on one person where no one helps and it's not justified in any means to where it is justified. And this one's coming to us from the Mirror UK, and it actually takes place over in
India.
Yeah, it's right there, northeastern India. So apparently this lynch mob storms a prison and drags out this rapist.
Not
naked,
that kind of lynch mob.
And fucking kill him. Like, that is something I support. Get in there, grab these fucking guys, and get rid of them. Pedophiles, I'm sorry. You touch a kid, you get the touch of God, dude.
You gotta go.
You gotta go. You're gonna do it again. You're a repeat offender.
People are always repeat offenders, man. You see like somebody goes to jail for some bullshit, they're going right fucking back the next 2 weeks down the road, they're going back into jail for the same shit. And happens all the time.
Again, where was mommy and daddy?
I don't know, man.
I mean, knowing your mom, you probably had several daddies in and out. So that video won't load. Look at that. We're on par here on Erroneous Opinions, but
yeah, I love these Indian stories because every time you probably see a couple of these a year. I always see comes across my phone. A man rapist dragged out of prison for raping young girl, woman, and murdered in street.
I like how these
9 out of 10 it's India.
Why can't a person get out of prison? If these people are breaking into prison to drag this person out and kill him, how are the criminals not just being like, oh, I can just climb over this wall because people can come in. Why can't I just leave?
Well, one, because you're behind bars, and two, it's 300 to 400 women bum rushing the prison. And if you're a guard, you're like, no, take the keys. No, he raped someone. Fuck him. Cut his dick off. Woo! I support you girls.
I mean, this one's kind of a poorly written story. There's not a whole lot of information aside from like, okay, it took place in India, and they lynched a man accused of rape. Mob rule basically. But again, something like this is the kind of attacks you see in other countries, for the greater good.
And they're actually dragging him through the streets by rope. They're tied, and they're dragging him through the streets. And
this happens because when people get raped in those countries, the men 9 times out of 10 get off scot-free.
Right.
And so that's
when this India mob falls into that.
No, India, definitely. India all the time. You'll see 5 to 10 national rape cases for every one of these guy was dragged out of prison. Like it's an epidemic over in India, especially.
Really?
Yeah. I had a friend that was in the Peace Corps, and they're like they tell women like you don't go anywhere by yourself. If you're a woman, you just don't go anywhere if you don't have to because of fucking Indians. They're rape happy.
They're rapers.
Yeah, and there's also another one. I think there's a Chinese case, or I'm just gonna get racist, I guess. Somewhere in Asia, I can't remember the story.
Asia's a big place that has, there's a lot of cultures over there.
But there's a one where this rapist was notoriously known for raping lots of women, and something happened similar to that. But it was a while ago, maybe like 150 plus years ago, and they put him in a box, and he's like kind of decayed in that box, and he's like an example in that town now. You can actually go visit him to this day.
Really?
This rapist, blah, 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 blah. And they did the same thing they did to him, that guy in India.
Well,
pulled him out. And
That's how you stop him from raping? Or you just say rape's not a good thing?
Rape's bad.
Speaking of which, that actually came up yesterday on Facebook.
Rape's bad?
Someone posted, it was a quote by Kurt Cobain, and I'm going to paraphrase, but it basically had to do, the thing with rape is, most of the female groups, people that have been raped tend to get together and talk about, how to defend yourself from rape. And in his quote, he goes on to say that you really need to go to the source of the problem and teach men not to rape. And I kind of... I love Kurt Cobain, love Nirvana, all of that, but I'm like, I can't get behind that. That's literally saying every man is a rapist, and we need to be scolded and taught, don't do that. That's bad, And it's not so much that, it's teaching men, just respect, just respect. Plain and simple. Respect for a woman, Again, have a heart, be a fucking human. Have some humanity, have a shred of fucking dignity for yourself.
What are all these ladies dragging this person out in the streets and lynching him?
I call that justified.
That's justified?
I call it justified.
Eye for an eye, huh?
Because in a place like this, it's, like John was saying, it's happened too far, too long, with no repercussions. This is a prime example that shows you rape, you ain't safe behind bars. We'll drag your ass naked through the street, apparently, and fucking just beat you to death with flip-flops, because I only see like one pair of shoes in there. This dude may very well be barefoot. I don't know. But, they've barricaded all these gentlemen right here. They're holding hands to create a barricade so nobody can come in and stop them from dragging this guy through the streets. Kudos to you. Good job. Well done.
Okay.
Justly deserved. Would that shit fly over here? Nah, because we got better prisons. They're fucking fortresses.
And we have, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I read an article I know I read an article recently, and they use a metaphor for sex, and rape and no means no, and it's actually a pretty brilliant metaphor. It goes, if you invite someone to your house and you ask them if they want tea, and they say yes, then you make them some tea. But, sometimes you'll invite someone, over, or they'll be there, and you ask them, do you want tea? And if they say no, you don't go make them tea anyways. But, they could change their mind later and get some tea.
And you're talking about sex.
Tea is sex.
Okay.
Yeah. And so the funny part, it goes down all the scenarios. Just because someone said they want tea doesn't mean they have to drink the tea. And you're like, okay, I get that. But the funny one that I found it a little humorous was, you would never think to ask an unconscious person whether they wanted tea. Because they're not going to drink it. And so I was like, oh, that's a good metaphor. But I guess Bridget is, a lot of these countries like India and for a lot of the foreign countries that are ascending into, second world and
a little more rights for women. And
yeah, they do have, there are some rape cultures out there. But where I get really pissed off and offended is like the feminists attacking like America, and like America is a rape culture and men are the predators, like Kevin was saying, all men are rapists, and that's where it goes a little too far, because we do have all those rights that protect women right now.
Honestly, it's bullshit. There's definitely lower numbers, but women do rape, and I, for one, I've been raped.
You've been raped
by 2 women.
Same time?
Hand to God.
Hello, Kevin.
Hand to God. You guys want to hear the story?
I have something to admit. Those weren't women, Kevin.
Oh, no, they were. Oh. I knew it. But I was dating a girl at the time who was very loose moral. That was my type of girl back in the day. Definitely loved my women. Not a little on the trashy side, but, straight out of the dumpster. If they were homeless, I was fucking all over it.
Homeless? Right.
But seriously, so my girlfriend at the time, she had a friend, and me and her friend had hooked up a couple times. I was new to Colorado and was just like, whatever. You're a heavier Mexican broad. You're giving out blowjobs. I'll fucking take one. I'm new here. I don't know anybody. So her and I had already had relations previous to me dating her friend. My girlfriend, she's sleeping all over town. And I knew about it. It's a super small town. So you get those looks at the bar, you hear people talk, and it's like, yes, I'm dating Amber, and you probably fucked her last night. Cool.
Well, you liked them dirty. Did you just turn the guy and say, can you send her home after you're done with her?
Exactly.
Oh, dude, I literally, there were numerous times that I literally had to walk over to the neighbor's house and just, hey, could you tell Amber come home? Her daughter's got some issues. Because I'm fucking the sucker at home babysitting her daughter
shit, Kevin.
while she's out fucking other dudes. Oh, I just fell asleep on his bed. Well, first off, if you were tired, why didn't you go home? Like, we're literally 3 doors away. Second of all, like, she parked, it's kind of like a around the corner apartment, but you parked over there so I wouldn't know that you were there. Like, why wouldn't you just fucking park in front of the goddamn house? You know? And what were you doing in his room on his fucking bed that you fell asleep? Like,
sucking cock's hard work.
Right? And fucking jaw was tired and I passed out. But to get back to the story, we're out at the bar one day. It's me, my girlfriend, and her 2 friends. And I don't know, maybe it was a good hair day, but they're like, dude, Amber. I'm not going to use her last name, but fucking Amber. Hey, your boy's looking really good. Can we fuck him? No. So this went on like a couple times. No. I remember leaving the bar. We were going to move to a little after party over at the other girl's house. And I remember walking out of the bar after they had bought me 1 beer. Now that night, what I do remember is I had 1 gin and tonic, 1 beer that I bought myself. Those girls bought me a beer.
And I can attest, Kevin can fucking drink. I hung out with him before he got married. We went to the shout house.
Yeah, shout house.
And this fucker put back so many gin and tonics.
It was about
I mean, back in the day when I used to drink out of like high school and my young 20s, like I was like, oh, I was proud I could drink, and I always had the wherewithal, the presence of mind to know when to stop. But I could pound like 2 huge cans of Rockstar, 50-50 with vodka, over a night. That's almost 40 ounces of vodka. Over a whole night. This fucker pounded 10, 20 fucking gin and tonics,
I think the combined bill with my sister-in-law, who was dumb enough to go, yeah, don't worry, I'll pay for your drinks. Okay. And then she cut me off and I continued to go. I think the total bill was $140, $160 for just gin and tonics. Me.
Yeah. Just
all night. Good for you.
This guy drank enough gin and tonics to knock the rest of the group out. And there was 6 of us. Like all the rest of us would have been out.
My old man stage. You know what I mean? Like what I was drinking when I was in Colorado in my fucking 20s. Oh, dude, fish. I mean, I'd live in the shit.
Yeah.
So 1 gin and tonic and 2 beers ain't putting me. No way.
Oh, that's like a shot of cough syrup for you.
And so we left the bar, and I remember maybe about 50 yards from the bar entrance, there was a gas station, and then from the gas station was maybe 200 to 300 yards to my house. So I lived relatively close walking distance. It was awesome. I remember walking about 50 feet, and I kicked one of the girls' feet, and she ate shit. One of her feet. And she ate shit, and I kind of felt bad. I was like, oh, it's fucked up, but it's funny.
Yeah.
You totally ate it. By the time we got to the gas station, black. I don't remember shit. Mm-hmm. My next memory comes in, we're leaving my house. I'm getting in the truck. Everything from my house to her house, black. I remember sitting on her chair and throwing up on her neighbor's front porch.
Excellent.
From there, nothing. Now there's bits and pieces. This is where it all comes in. Bits and pieces of 2 girls' voices. Neither one of them's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
4 sets of hands, boobs, everything, and going to town. Blackness. Wake up the next afternoon, and my girlfriend's standing in the doorway, arms crossed, and it's just me, 2 other girls, and a bunch of used condoms.
Good for you.
And she goes, are you ready? Are you done? So I'm the fucking biggest piece of shit in the fucking world, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I don't know. I feel bad. Okay, well, she used it against me. Turns out I felt so bad that the other girls felt bad for me and finally fucking came clean. They're like, look, this is what happened. We did this to you so your girlfriend could go fuck some other dude that she had just met at the bar. So she said, no, you can't fuck my boyfriend. She met some dude she wanted to fuck. Finally goes, you know what? Fuck him. I'm going to go fuck this guy.
Really? Your girlfriend had you raped so she could go fuck somebody.
So
wow, these characters are like worse people than I imagined most porn stars when I
right,
watch
and
porn.
you absolutely. So she's putting trust in her best friends to not fucking spill the beans, and just I'm gonna get away with this. It's on Kev. I'm guilt free.
So she made you feel bad that you fucked her 2 friends, even though she's a cheater, and so she can go fuck another guy and makes you feel bad for it.
Right.
Why didn't she just go home and wait for you to come home? She would have got away with it. You would have felt bad.
Break up with me. Oh, you're fucking roommate too at the time. Like, she went on later to fuck one of my best friends, and it was pretty cool.
That's an outstanding story.
Rape does fucking happen, dude. And I've
she didn't leave
survived
you.
rape.
She didn't leave you because
You're a stronger person for it, Kevin.
I'm a survivor, dude. I'm not going to give up.
Which the pile
Like
of
rape,
condoms,
like being raped by a woman is a bad thing. Are you like, no? Unless they're using strap-ons, it's a good thing.
I mean, had that happened, yeah, that's a bad thing.
What, strap-ons?
Yeah, that's man.
You got strap-on.
If I didn't remember it, I suppose would you care? You know what I mean? But thankfully, my asshole
care.
was dildo free that night. I mean, you care the next morning when you wake up.
You wake up and you're walking like, what the fuck is that? You pull out like a 4-inch butt plug. From
It's still there.
It's still in there. I'm afraid to take it out.
Well, I mean, anyways, I mean, that's what the problem is with guys is we go like, good job, but it's still bad if you weren't for it. I mean, Kevin could have ended up with STDs or two kids from two women.
Interesting side note to that story. She did come back one day and accuse me of giving her HPV, right?
Yeah.
No fucking way. Down. I got checked and rechecked and checked again. And let me tell you, that checkup wasn't very pleasant then and there either.
I bet.
Don't piss off your nurse while she's got your dick in your hand. That's
Well, she's mad at
Is
you
that like cardinal
because your
knowledge? I
girlfriend.
feel like you just know that.
I didn't know any better, There I am. I'm like, we've all got that fantasy of like, dude, hot doctor coming in. Oh, hey, she's got my dick in her hand. Like, right on.
Would you shoot a fucking load in her eyeball?
No, dude, but like, she was pulling. She was doing the procedure known as milking the gland. Basically,
she had her finger in her butt.
No, she's basically stroking my dick, right? Because she's got to grab a cotton swab and get a little sample, right? So they can test all of that. Well, she went in dry, and it's one of those cotton swabs that we use at work, the big long ones. So she looked up and had seen the little smirk on my face as I slowly started to get harder and harder, right? What do you expect? What do you fucking expect? And I'll tell you what, she jammed my pee hole like a Civil War fucking vet packing a musket, dude. Like, she was not easy about it. Just boom, boom, boom. Because we're done now. Anything else? And she had that little head nod. Like, she knew what I was getting at, and she was like, "No, I'm gonna stop this real quick." And it hurt, dude, for like 2 days. It hurt bad. I mean, I don't know if I had a splinter in it.
It's fucking some cotton left in there from the cotton swab.
So I guess here we should wrap up the show, but I don't know.
To recap, rape is bad. Don't get into gang fights, and you're allowed to lynch a body as long as it's justified.
Yeah, rapists are fully justified for being lynched. I mean, is this our first public service announcement? Because if it is, I mean, we did really horrible. I don't think we deterred anybody.
No. We ended up saying rape is awesome.
Well, if you're a guy getting raped by two women, with no dildo, that's the only way it's awesome.
And you have to have those exact stipulations.
I agree.
And you don't end up with STDs or kids.
So if you've got any STDs of your own, I mean,
Kids,
if you have any erroneous opinions of your own, feel free to email us at erroneousopinions@gmail.com. If you want to follow us on Twitter or Facebook, you can find us on Twitter at Erroneous Words. We're Erroneous Opinions Podcast on Facebook. You can always download us on Stitcher, Erroneous Opinions on Stitcher, and you can find us on iTunes, Erroneous Opinions on iTunes. So for this week, I'm Kevin Owens.
Sam Doreen.
Jonathan Winter.
We'll catch you guys later.